Welcome to ESLPod.com's
Welcome to ESLPod.com,
Day in the Life of Jeff,
a day in the life of Chad.
Part 5,
Part 5,
The Commute
the commute
to Work.
to work.
I'm Dr. Jeff McQuillan, your
I'm
host.
Dr. Chad McWillan, your host.
This part of our course
This part of our course
is going to talk about
is going to talk about
going to work
going to work
and vocabulary
and vocabulary
related to
related to
commuting.
commuting.
Let's get started.
Let's get started.
I open my car door
I open my car door
and throw my
and roll my briefcase
in the back seat
in the back seat
and get comfortable
and get comfortable
for my drive.
for my drive.
I put my coffee mug
I put my coffee mug
into the cup holder,
into the cup holder,
put the keys
put the keys
in the ignition,
in the ignition,
find the
find and the gas pedal,
gas pedal, and start the car.
and start the car.
My wife drove
My wife drove
the car last night,
the car last night,
so I have to
so I have to
readjust the
readjust
rear view mirror
the rear view mirror
and the side mirror.
and the side mirrors.
I turn on the radio
I turn on the radio
to listen to the drive
to listen to the drive
time traffic report.
time traffic report.
I take the transmission
I take a transmission
out of park
out of park
and into reverse,
and into reverse,
back out
back out
into the driveway,
into the driveway,
into the street,
into the street,
close the garage door,
close the garage door,
and put the car
and put the car
into drive.
into the drive.
I used to drive
I used to like
a stick shift,
a stick
But-
shift,
as I get older,
but as I get old,
I like my automatic
I like my automatic
transmission
transmission
more and more.
more and more.
I usually take the freeway to the office,
I usually take a freeway
so
to the office,
I get on
so I get on
the on-ramp
the on-ramp
for the freeway
for a freeway
and drive to where I
and drive to where
have to get off.
I have to get up.
My office
My office
is only
is only
a few miles
a few miles
from the exit.
from the exit.
I pull into the
I pull into
parking garage,
the parking garage,
swiping
sweeping
my key card to
my key car
get in.
to get in.
I park,
I park, grab
grab my briefcase
briefcase
and coffee,
and coffee
and head toward the
and head toward
elevator.
the elevator,
And that only took
and that only took
40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Part 5 is called
Part 5 is called
The commute to work.
The commute to work.
Commute,
Commute.
C-O-M-M-U-T-E,
C-O-M-M-U-T-E
can be both a
can be put a
noun and a
noun
verb.
and a verb.
It means to go from your
It means to go from
house to your work.
your house to your work.
Usually, if you live
Usually, if you like
the long distance
a long distance
from your work,
from your work,
you would say, I have
you would say I have a long commute.
a long commute. Or if you live close to where you
Or if you like low to
work, you would have a short
you would have a short commute.
If it's a very
If it's a very long
long commute with lots of
commute with lots of traffic,
you might say, I have a
you might say I have
terrible commute,
a terrible commute,
very bad.
a very bad commute.
The story begins
The story begins
by me saying that
by me saying
I open
that I open
my car door
my car door
and throw my briefcase
and throw my briefcase
in the back seat.
in the back seat.
So I open my
So I opened my
front door,
front door,
the door that we would
the door that we would call
call the driver's
the driver
side,
side,
where the driver gets in.
where the driver gets in,
And in an American car,
and in an American car
that is on the left
that is on the left
side.
side,
Cars in Britain are on the right side,
cars in Britain are on the right side,
is the driver's side.
is the driver's side.
So I get into the left
So I get into the left side
side in the front door.
in the front door.
If you have a car that had,
If you have a car,
I think it's like front door. If you have a car that has a back seat, you could have a two-door car or a four-door
a two-door car
car.
or a four-door car.
4 doors means
Four doors mean
that you have separate
that you have separated
doors for the back seat.
doors for the back seat.
Sitting. So the back seat is where people can sit behind you, behind the driver, and behind the person next to the driver. We call the seats the passenger seats and the driver's seat.
Bốn trang thứ tư đầu dòng, trang thứ tư đầu tiên, 4 trang thứ tư đầu tiên.